Have you noticed that JLo wears the same freaking look all the time? It's like her signature look. I very rarely get to go through my FYP pages over on Instagram for inspiration and that kind of thing because I'm always super busy. But today I managed to go on there. I was there for a good 20 minutes and I noticed that all I'm getting is JLo stuff. JLo content, JLo this, JLo that, JLo, 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 JLo. And hey, she's a beautiful, beautiful woman and she has amazing skin and her features are everything. But the one thing that stood out to me is that JLo wears the same look over and over again. And then I was like, you know what? But it makes sense. It goes with her features. It goes with her hair. They know what they're doing, right? And at this point, I think she's perfected it. I am going to do like a JLo inspired bronzy look. I feel like bronze is a beautiful way to go for New Year's, for Valentine's Day, for every single day if you wanted to, because it's just sexy and it's wearable. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. But first we have to like pin back the hair, you know. I don't have JLo's hair, so don't judge me. I'm gonna start off with the serum. I'm gonna use L'Oreal's Midnight Serum. This thing smells amazing and it's so nice. My skin really loves it. And I think people see JLo's makeup and think this is super hard. I can't do it myself. There's no way, no how. Yes, bless you. Yes, you can do it. The thing is, the makeup process for JLo and celebrities is gonna take a few hours if you're gonna do it right. And that's only because it needs to last a few hours on the skin. You don't go to a red carpet and hope that it survives an hour, you know? So you really have to take certain steps to make sure that the longevity of the makeup is going to be there. She has beautiful skin. She really, really does. It's pretty flawless. And I don't think that she uses a lot of coverage, or at least she doesn't need a lot of coverage every day. I'm gonna go in with the 4-in-1 Perfector by Maybelline. This one is in the shade 1.5 Light Medium. I'm only gonna apply a very small amount. This is gonna make me really glowy. Now I'm going to press that onto the skin. They always make sure that her under eye is bright and beautiful and awake, and then they emphasize certain areas of her skin. So I am going to go in with the YSL. I am obsessed with this. This is the All Hours Precise Angles Concealer. This was gifted. Girl, it is really good. I'm not mad at it. I'm sure it's extremely expensive. It was sent to me, like I said. I haven't gone in to see how much it goes for because I'm scared. I'm gonna go along there and then I will make sure I brighten this area here and then a smidge here. You're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? Just watch. But I don't wanna go too bright. I don't wanna go crazy bright. Before I blend that in, I will go in with a cream bronzer. This is the Rare Beauty Bronzer in Always Sunny. I'm gonna apply it on the sides. I'm gonna skip the center. Gonna go along here. We're gonna fake that bronze. She usually goes along her lips. I'm not gonna do that. I don't personally like that, like not for me. And then to blend it in, I am going to kind of buff this in. I'm gonna start off with my concealer. I'm not perfecting the concealer quite yet. I'm just gonna kind of pat that in. And you wanna go with the lighter shade first. That way you're not blending too much of that darker shade onto the lighter. Say you start with the bronzer and then you go in to your concealer. You're just gonna make the concealer a lot darker than you need it to, and it's not necessary. Like, you don't wanna ruin what you're trying to do. And then I'm gonna bring that bronzer up along this way. I'll start doing circular motions and buff it in to the hairline. Now with the brush that I blended that foundation and concealer with, I'm gonna kind of go along those edges. That's gonna give me a nice gradient. If you're using a beauty blender or beauty sponge, that works too. Same steps. Then we're gonna set with a powder. I'm gonna use a pressed powder and I'm gonna go very light-handed. I'm only setting the areas that do not need to be highlighted and or glowy. That won't look great. So I'm gonna skip the tip of my nose for now. I'll get my T-zone. This I'm gonna pull all the way back. It's gonna give you that lifted effect. For the brows, I have been liking a very natural and light brow lately, but that's not what she goes for. So I'm gonna go with the Give Me Brow Plus Volumizing Pencil. I feel like her brows look natural, but they're fluffier than mine, so we're gonna mimic that. And I don't want them to be too sculpted or heavy, but I need them to look like fuller. I'm gonna use the same concealer to kind of clean the brow out and sculpt it. You guys, I'm gonna end up going through this concealer so quickly. It's so stinking good. And then I'm using the Fluff Up Brow Wax by Benefit as well to fluff them up. And there we go. I've got bushier brows out of nowhere. We're going to start working on the eyes. I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Beauty Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette. This thing is freaking fantastic. It's beautiful. I love her. I have a full video on this product alone and how I was able to literally do my lips, my eyes, my cheeks, my base, everything with just this palette. Trend Mood had their Trend Mood box recently. I think it was volume. I don't know what volume it was. Who am I kidding? I don't remember the volume. All I know is that this baby, okay, it's expensive. It was featured in their box along with a whole bunch of other amazing product. So I'm gonna keep her simple. We wanna go with a brown base to start off. So I think I wanna go in, let's start here. Let's start with Chiseled. And I'm gonna apply that all over the lid. We are gonna color build. This is something where if you want it to look flawless and gradient, but you don't wanna put a lot of work into it, you wanna color build. So we're adding a cool tone. We're going with this taupey shade. It's weird because this is kind of like Play-Doh. It's very thick, but it picks up well with a brush and it's pigmented. If you do not have this palette, and I'm not telling you run and go get it, you really don't have to. Unless you're able to get the Trend Mood box and you find it to be a great deal, because it's a great deal only because you're getting this and a whole bunch of other product. Try to get something with these tones that I'm showing you. I know Christmas just happened. We're going into the new year. I would hate for you guys to go out of your way and spend so much money on a palette specifically to recreate a look. We're gonna move on to the next shade. I think I wanna go with this one and I'm gonna mix it with this one. And yep, we are automatically going darker. I recommend a fluffy brush for this too. Yeah, mommy. I'm gonna start applying this all over the lid and then I'll bring it onto the crease. I'm not gonna go past the crease though, at least not yet. And as you guys can see, I'm just going in. Like, I'm not being specific in any way. I'm not being neat. I'm just making sure I'm covering the entire lid and I'm making sure I'm not passing that crease. If you wanna know what brush this is, I can't tell you because it completely fits. It's a crown brush, I know that. But the label was like a foil label on it and it completely wore off already. I mean, that looks pretty already on its own. Whatever's left, I will drag under the eye. We're moving on to eyeshadow and I have a few options for you. If you receive beauty boxes and you got this eyeshadow, then you're golden. This is the Makiage Color Boss in News Flash. This is kind of like the tone that we're going with and the finish that we're going with. If you don't have that one, that's cool. I also have the Alter Ego Midsummer Palette. And from this one, you could use this brown shade over here. Now, if you don't have that one, but you have Latte 2 palette by Dominique Cosmetics, you could always go with this shade over here. They're all pretty much gonna look the same. You guessed it, we're gonna use the very same brush. You don't need a lot of technique for this kind of look, honestly. You don't need a lot of product and you do not need a lot of tools. Same brush, I'm gonna dip into the Makiage one. I'm gonna tap that on top of the base by Danessa. And I am gonna bring this all the way up to the crease. Now, I'm gonna go in with a clean brush, no additional product, along that edge, and I'm just gonna blend away. And yeah, I'm gonna pull this all the way up to the brow, as far as I can. We can take some of the very same eyeshadow and dust some at the bottom. This is a very bronzy something. And then I'll kind of go along the edge with whatever's left on the brush. Of course, we're gonna have to add some eyeliner to add to the drama, so we're gonna use a brown one. In this case, this is the Huda Beauty Longwear Eye Pencil in Very Brown. If you don't have brown, go with a black. I'm going brown because it's in theme. A black could be a little too harsh. And remember, the black that we're gonna add to the eye is going to be the mascara. Do you see the difference? It just adds more like sex appeal to the eye. I'm gonna do mascara top and bottom. We're gonna go with the Lash, what is it? The Lash Princess by Essence. I feel like this is nice and dark. It adds some drama. It looks really pretty at the bottom. And then we're gonna go in with falsies at the top because, hello, we have to. There's no way we won't. And on the top, I'm not gonna overdo it. I feel like since we're going in with lashes, you don't have to really over apply unless you really want to. I like applying lashes because then I just have to give my personal lashes, my very own lashes, the teeny tiniest coat ever. And then it's easier to wash off at the end of the day. If you're not a false lash girl, I get it. It's okay. You could definitely build up the mascara and skip on the falsies, but your girl is gonna add some falsies. I don't wanna make them too over dramatic, so I'm gonna go with number 11's by Kiss. I feel like her lashes help enhance and add some sex appeal without being too heavy. How it is coming together, I'm super excited. I'm gonna go in with Hoola Glow by Benefit Cosmeticos. And I know we've already like done our thing, but I'm gonna add just a little pizzazz to the skin because you know that JLO glow. Hello. And I'll just kind of add some here. Yeah. Notice that no matter what, the under eye area is what really stands out because it's what's making your eyes gravitate to my eyes. Now we gotta go in with a blush and we gotta keep it simple because she's not one to wear like a really strong blush. So I feel like I'm gonna go with something like this one. This is the Ofra Pro palette. It's a blush palette and it's stunning and I freaking love her. So I'm gonna go with this shade here. And I'm gonna do the lightest amount. It's gonna give us a little bit of a flush. Letting us know, girl, I'm here, but like, I'm not here. You guys saw the amount of foundation I applied, right? It was like the smallest amount, but look at this coverage. See, less is more. And once you do your first layer, your second layer, your third layer, everything comes together. You don't have to apply a heavy layer from the start, especially as we're aging. If you've got baby skin, God bless you. If you have, you know, 18, 19, 20, even up to, I'm gonna say up to 23 years old, if your skin is beautiful, you're great. But if you have aging skin and your pores are showing and your texture is showing and you have puffiness under your eyes, i.e. me, or not puffiness, mine are like dented in somehow. Like I've lost volume here. I'm gonna work on that. You really wanna make sure that you go in lightweight, even though the coverage is gonna look amazing and it's gonna look perfect, not heavy. It's gonna look like you really put in so much effort when in fact it's so easy. And then we have to create a lip combo. She always goes with a nude and she always goes with a really deep lip liner. So I'm going to use Chestnut by Ofra. I overline my lips all the time, but I make it look natural. She goes in with a bronzer on the perimeter of her lips. I personally don't like that look. It doesn't wear well, and I also do not want to be on top of my lippy all freaking day. I like effortless makeup. I'm sure you guys do too. So I'm gonna skip the whole bronzer all over the lips thing because the way that I do it gives me the effect of bigger lips, which is what she's looking for too, except she uses a bronzer outside of her lips, but whatever. And then I'm gonna go in with Fuzzy. I could go lighter, but I think I wanna go slightly warm. I'm gonna go with Fuzzy. It's a Flexi Slick by Ofra Cosmetics. She either goes very nude or we'll go peachy nude. This is more of a peachy nude on my complexion. I'll apply the smallest amount. I'm gonna blend it out and then we're gonna ombre the lip. Look how pretty that looks already. And then in typical JLO fashion, she tops it off with a gloss. I'm gonna use Physicians Formula's Diamond Plumper. And then I'm gonna do, I don't know, something to my hair real quick. All right, I managed to kind of like tuck this back a little more and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm a makeup artist. Do my best. And plus, I was like scrolling through the pictures and I saw that JLO had something like this and I was like, I'm gonna get away with this one today because I really don't want to do my hair. Okay, moving the hair out of the way. Here is the completed look, you guys. Wasn't it simple? It was literally a matter of building colors. If you have a base like the Clean Canvas in Fair or something of that nature, apply that instead if that's all you have, and then go in with colors similar as to the putties and stuff like that. So just go with the same tones and you're able to recreate such a beautiful and everyday wearable look. And when it comes to the lippy, get creative. You don't have to apply the gloss if you like it more matte. You don't have to go with a peachy nude. You can totally go with a brown nude, a pink nude. It's totally up to you. I want you to sign off in the comment section and let me know if this is a look that you would recreate. Have you created something similar to this? Is this wearable for you in your lifestyle? Of course, I have to share who the giveaway winners are. Hello. All right, you ready? Winner number 1 is Sherry Hindman. She's from Pawhuska, Oklahoma. I hope that's right. Also, you guys need to know that Sherry has a channel of her own. It is called Single Mom Review. I am gonna link it in the description box if you wanna go show her some love and support her. Let's try to get her some new subscribers, you guys. Congratulations, Sherry. I'm so happy to be able to send you one of the holiday gift bundles. Ugh, I can't believe you want a giveaway. I'm super excited about it. And winner number 2 is going to be Stephanie Cisneros. She's from Channel View, Texas. Okay, hold on. Crazy enough, Stephanie also has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna link it in the description box. It is called Glitzy Gem. Congratulations, Stephanie. I'm so happy you also were able to win another giveaway bundle. These two are actually pretty big. And what I didn't tell you guys, and I'm excited to tell you now, is that each of you will be receiving my collab palette and lip bundle in your boxes. I just really wanted you guys to have something from me to you, something a little more on a personal level. Ladies, make sure you keep an eye on your email and check your spam folders, as I'm gonna be sending you an email so that we can verify your information and I can get your packages shipped out to you. And you guys, I know it's the end of the year. If you didn't win, do not get sad. I host giveaways all the time and I try to do them really often because I want to share as much as I can with you. I mean, you guys are the ones that show me love and support, and I kind of want to give back to you guys. And now it's time that we say hello to our channel members, the G Squad. These beautiful people here on screen along with me have joined channel memberships and have become G Squad members. By joining channel memberships, they've unlocked exclusive features like additional videos, posts, a private community page, and additional giveaways. With that, YouTube is providing them with their very own badge right next to their name so that everyone knows who is a G Squad member. That badge color will change with the term. So the longer you are a member, your color is going to change. YouTube is also going to highlight your comments in the comments of every single one of my videos. If you're ever interested in joining the G Squad, all you really need to do is hit that join button below any of my videos here on my channel, or check the description box under any video. You'll find the link to join. I'm so happy this giveaway is done so I can get ready for another one. I know I say this often, but I don't get tired of thanking you guys for the love and the support. Here is to yet another year done, and another year we're gonna start together. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful New Year holiday, that you are blessed, that you enter the new year with the right foot forward, and that the new year brings you everything that your hearts desire. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye, guys.